I've been working with birds for a while. I find a real affinity to them like many people do, thoughts of flight and in some ways innocence. But for me, I was really drawn to them because they are a sentient, communicative species like we are. And I have been thinking for a long time about technology and the intersection with nature, including human nature. And the songbirds especially became a metaphor for how we communicate with one another. And if the essential question I was asking is, if a songbird ceases to sing, is it still a songbird? If we as humans cease to connect with one another, talk with one another, if we substitute other media, technology for those very personal, intimate modes of communication which have been with us at the time, what does it say about our essential self as humans? The birds themselves are made of encaustic, which is an ancient medium. It dates back 2,000 years, and it's beeswax plus tree resin called damar plus pigment. And so these, I've worked with it, as everyone, in a molten form, liquid, heated form. And in this case, I've cast the birds and then done this form called slip casting. And then after they pop out of the molds, I manipulate them. There's graphite on them, and I've also done a transfer to get an image placed on top of them. And so each of them has a little different thing. These guys have index fingers pointing, and then these I was playing with numbers, kind of reducing the little birds to numbers. And I play a lot with the specimen box form, kind of thinking about what we want to preserve, what we want to remember. A series of 4 sculptures, when I was thinking about it, I was thinking a lot about social media and the personas that we inhabit and sort of choreograph for public consumption. So it's called Performance of You. Series of 5 boxes is a continuation of the specimen box theme, but also a way of representing the experiences that I feel like are kind of endangered. Is probably the best way to put it. So if you get up close, you can see that they're made of specimen pins, which scientists might use to create a collection of insect or butterfly collections or the like. These look like simple boxes, but they actually are from a biological supply company. They're little boxes, cases, paper cases that go inside the bigger boxes to categorize groups of, species. I'm not a scientist. But I love the intersection of science and art. I am planning I'm going to be making more boxes rather than purchasing them from a biological company, actually making my own out of paper. And I'm still just experimenting, kind of going deeper with the same ideas of nature. And these, I found some old photographs of my grandfather, who I think he would have been taking them around high school. And it was an album of his, and it was amazing to go through and see the world through his eyes. There are hundreds of photos, and what he loved most were birds and their habitats. I have tons of photos of wetlands, and so now I'm doing this collage of his images superimposed over my manipulations and playing with, again, this idea of history and memory and what are we preserving. So